Hi. These next problems are just going to be practice percent problems using commission, tax, tip, and interest rate. Please feel free to pause your video before I give my answers to check to see if you got the same ones. Let's get started with number 1. Marta bought 3 towels for $8.50 each and 5 washcloths for $1.25 each. If the sales tax rate is 8%, what is the total amount of money that Marta spent? Our first job is to determine how much money she spent on her items. $8.50 times 3 She spent $25.50 on towels, $1.25 times 5 washcloths means she spent $6.25 on washcloths. Sales tax is based on the total of your purchase, so we'll take $25.50 plus $6.25, $31.75. Our 8%, or our tax, is found using y equals kx. Y is the amount of tax. K is our tax rate written as a decimal, so 0.08 times $31.75. Please pause your video now to do your multiplication and then check. The amount of tax Marta will pay will be $2.54. We have to go back to our problem to see if we've answered our question. What is the total amount of money Marta spent? We have not calculated our total. Our total will be the tax plus the purchase. So our total will be equal to $31.75 plus $2.54. Marta's total spent will be $34.29. We use our decimal point. The number in the ones place will be a 3, and the number in the ones place will be a 4, and the tens place will be a 3. So we come up to our bubble grid. Here's our decimal point. Number in the ones place is a 4. The number in the tens place is a 3. Our answer is positive. The first digit behind the decimal is a 2. The second digit behind the decimal is a 9. Now we're going to go back. In order to be graded on our assignment, we've got to make sure that everything is bubbled correctly. The STAR test does grade on the bubbling grid, so we want to make sure we have good practice. Please pause your video if you need to go back and look at any work that I've done. Oliver makes a base salary of $3,000 per month, plus a 2.5% commission on all his sales. Which of the following could be used to calculate his total monthly pay if he has $24,000 in sales for 1 month? Commission is equal to K times X, because commission is the Y times KX. Your K is your commission, and K is your sales. Now we get really lucky in this problem because it doesn't ask us what the amount is, it asks us how we would find it. Which of the following can be used to calculate his monthly pay? His monthly pay will be equal to his salary plus his commission. So as we look at our answer choices, all of them are adding. His paycheck will be his salary. We have to go back to the problem. His base salary is $3,000. So we want to eliminate answer choice C and answer choice D because $24,000 is not his salary. Then we're going to add the amount of commission. Commission is found by taking the percent, which is 0.025, and multiplying it by his sales, which is $24,000. And we're going to pick answer choice B. If you pick answer choice A, it means you forgot to change the percent to a decimal using Dr. Pepper. And we're done with that problem. Last year, the 6th grade had 350 students. This year, there are only 224 students. What is the percent of decrease, or our percent of change, in the number of 6th graders from last year to this year? We're looking for a percent. So we're looking for something over 100, because percent is always out of 100. The original amount, or the 100%, is your 350 students that we had last year, your original amount. We decreased or changed, so that's 350 minus 224. And we changed or decreased by 126 people. Our scale factor from 350 to 100 is dividing by 3.5. So we take 126 and we divide by 3.5. Take a moment to pause your video. When we're done with our division, we get the answer of 36. We take our 36 and put it back into our proportion. So we have 36 over 100. 36 over 100, to write that as the percent, you take the 100, you take your 1, it becomes the middle of your percent symbol, and your 2 zeros finish making up the percent. So we have 36% decrease. Okay. Ellie deposited $900 in her savings account. The rate of simple interest is 5%. Our interest formula is I is equal to P, R, and T. Interest is the money earned. The P is the principal, which is my start amount. The R is the rate as a decimal. And the T is the time. So the interest earned on $900, the rate, 5% of the decimal is 0.05. And we are keeping it in there for, let's say, 3 years. Looks like Miss Koch did not copy the problem down all the way. So we'll put 3 years. Pause your video now to do your multiplication. Ellie will earn $135 in interest. So her interest is $135. The total in her account will be the $900 that she started with, plus the $105 that she earned in interest, giving her a grand total of $1,035. This type of question could only ask you about the interest, which is $135, or it might go a step further and ask you for the total in her account, which is $1,035. Please make sure on the test that you're reading the question it's asked and answering that specific question. Last question for today. Josh has 2 salary options for his job: a monthly salary of $2,500 plus 2.5% commission, or a monthly salary of $1,000 plus a 2% commission. If he expects to sell $5,000 in a month, what's the difference in the 2 salaries? So commission is equal to Y equals KX, because Y is the commission. So I'm going to take my K, which is my percent, 0.025, and I'm going to multiply it by my X, which is my sales, and that's $5,000. This is for option 1. For option 2, I'm going to take y is equal to kx. My commission rate is 0.02, and I'm going to multiply it by $5,000. Take the time to pause your video to do these two multiplication problems. With option 1, Josh will earn $125 in commission. With option 2, he will earn $100. Now, as we look back at our question, it asks what's the difference of the two salaries. We haven't found the answer to that question. In option 1, Josh makes $2,500 plus $125 in commission. That's $2,625. In option 2, he makes $1,000 plus $100 commission, which is $1,100. We still haven't found the difference. We take $2,625 and subtract $1,100. Josh is going to make a difference of $1,525 when he uses option 1. That's probably going to be Josh's best option for picking a career. Please make sure that you go back and watch the video and pause to redo problems or get help with them, and bring any questions you have to see your teacher on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.